Okay, my name is Helmer. I'm partner at Rubio Impact Ventures. What we do is we invest in social enterprises. So these are companies to me that solve a societal issue, be it on the planet or the people side, but do so in a purely commercial business model. So we were looking for elements in the supply chain where we could make a difference, where we could say we have an additionality here to bring. So I think it's a challenge to understand who do you want to partner with and who do you not want to partner with. I think that's one element. A second element to me would be to keep that culture together in a fast-growing organization internationally. So how do you make sure that people understand what are the basic values that we have here? I think it's important that you know, okay, these are the core principles on which we operate, and I can always fall back on them to make sure I make the right decision in the interest of the company. The core element of the company is sound, like what they're doing, using other people's assets to reduce emissions. I think another element is we simply trust the people that are managing it, and trust goes a long way. I think maybe from a third point is the external. This market is growing tremendously. So the better we can supply and the more we contribute to the energy transition, but it's also a business opportunity. And I think, to me, impact investments are exactly that. When the business opportunity is growing, so is your impact. And when those two are aligned, you're doing the right thing. And this is exactly where Sympower is. I think it's exactly the right spot in time to make that happen. And other than that, my question is always, how can we help? And it sounds really sort of simple, but it's not about us. It's about Sympower and what we can do to support. I think, we live in a capitalist free market world. So I think, we want to work within that system, but generate positive impacts for society. So you need to be profitable, otherwise you can't grow. If you don't make a profit, you can't invest. So yeah, I think it's really important to be growing, and I think it's important to be profitable. How much CO2 emissions have we avoided by building this company? If we can prove that we've avoided emissions of the equivalent of 10 power plants or something like that, that would be my biggest success.